She has been a part of my life. My sister lived here, but I actually grew up mostly like, in the Blue Moon barrio. That's where I kind of grew up. I give my sister the credit for my influences. My sister played piano, and I saw her once back when they had like one station where she was on a TV show. She was on the Spanish station. She played piano, so she kind of inspired me, but my whole family, and we come out of Texas, and so everybody's house I used to go to used to have a guitar sitting in the house or in a corner somewhere, and it was mostly the women in my family that played guitar. So I picked it up from them, and I always wanted to play one, so here I am. I'll tell you a good memory. We were young, just about the time the Beatles and all this came out, but there was a group in the neighborhood, a Latino group, and they had inspired all of us at the same time. So we all at the same time wanted to play music. We wanted to start a band. And that's how I actually got to doing the band thing. We all hustled our money and did everything we did and went down to the Chicago store, it's still down there, and we bought the guitars and we bought drums. You know, we had to save our money because there wasn't a lot of money around for most of us. And I think the first time we actually played was at a recreation center at Estevan over here. And that was a good moment because we did, oh, come on, Jack. In the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. And it sounded good. Surprisingly. You know, and the drummer, I had never heard the drummer. I didn't even know he played drums. He said he played in the band. And so he was really good. So I just remember he was so good. I had to smile and turn around, look at him and smile. And it's been on ever since. You know. Most of my music is message songs. I try not to make a message, but I write about what I see and what I live, mostly what I live. If you listen to my music, it's about, like I wrote a song called Sugar Hill. It's about a little part of my life that I lived during that time when I was a teenager. And that's how, and so I write about that. I just wrote one called Journey Through the Jungle, which is about what I see and feel right now with everything that's going on around me. Some things that are very personal and things that are a little broad. And, you know, I'm a little political about some things, you know. So I write about stuff like that. So I hope, and I try to make it as funky or give people a good beat, because people hear the beat first, then I hope to hear the lyrics. I've always been about the community. I've always fought for the community. I fought for what's right, you know. And you think that's an easy battle because it's right, it feels right to you. That's a lifelong battle. Still fighting. Still fighting for that center over there. Still fighting for the neighborhood. But I think I'm enjoying it more.
The fight?
Yeah, the fight. You know, in those days it got really, really dangerous. It can get dangerous still, but, you know, because we had things like the Black Panther Party, and I think the black Muslims were the first ones to come in here with the freedom thing, you know. I didn't even really know my history, talking about the teachers, but it wasn't their fault. I didn't even really know my history till the 60s. And when I found out what was missing in school, I became angry. That's how I became a militant. I'm like, what? My people are what? What? Where I come from? You didn't say this. All you said, they had one book, and I'll get out the subject. In the book, they had like maybe 2 pages, and it was entitled The Slaves, right? And it was all good stuff, the slaves. But they never, here's the thing, they never related that to the black kids in the class, that we are of the slaves. Never knew that till I was like 15, 16, and saw a button that said Black Power. And a guy had it on his pants pinned to it. I'm like, what is that? I didn't know. I'm in high school. I'm in Tucson High, freshman that year. So when I found all the missing stuff, like they're trying to do now, take stuff. But they've been doing that forever. When you find out, you know, whoever has the money makes the rules.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's where I'm at. My music leans on that a little bit, you know. And that's how I deal with everything, is the music, you know. Yeah, and that's my way to still contribute to righteousness. I can do it through my music. I don't have to go get a gun. I don't have to go out and preach to everybody. I just play some music, make some good music that people will listen to, and that's how I do it. In time, my favorite spot in Sugar Hill, there's a bench in that park, right at this park, what is it, south end of the park. There's been a part of not just me, but the neighborhood, actually. That is where we used to meet up. You know, people walk up to the park, everybody meet up at the bench. You know, and then there's a little hill there we sit along. But those were great experiences. And I think that they really mean a lot more to me now because I don't have them anymore, you know. Just about everybody's gone, you know. So, and the neighborhood's changed a lot. But I got fond memories around that bench, and that's probably about my favorite spot in that whole park.
A lot of nostalgia.
A lot of nostalgia.
I want to dedicate this song to my brothers and sisters from Sugar Hill who are gone. I want you to know, as long as I sing the song, we won't ever forget you. Balu, Snoop too, Tony and Rusty, I'm missing you. Ramona, and Go Show, T-Up, Jim Ray, and Bo Bell. Don't ever sing a song. Oh no, 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 you never know. Long as you sing a song, no, we won't ever forget you. Now you know. Hey, you got to keep it real when you up on Sugar Hill. Thank you. I'm OG Jacki Blu. God bless you.